A very, very warm welcome to wonderful students, wonderful human beings from SEMI, that is in Kazakhstan. And it's a proud privilege for the entire MIST team to congratulate their success. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. Dr. Scilvas, who have scored 173 marks in the recently conducted FMG examination. Dr. Nirmala, who scored 159 in the recently conducted FMG examination, and Dr. Kyamba, who scored 184 marks in the recently conducted exam, and Dr. Barnali, who scored 171 marks in the recently conducted FMG examination. Thank you very, very much for making us feel proud, and all the success belongs to you. Heartiest congratulations from everyone in the MIST family to you and to your parents.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
How are you feeling now?
Words can't describe how I'm feeling now, sir.
Yeah, so tell us something about your journey.
Sir, it was nice journey. Without miss, it was impossible. And sir, really thankful to you for motivate us, inspiring us, and for making us what we are today.
The most important thing that I would like to thank Miss is having trust in us, which gave us more strength to trust ourselves even more.
Yeah.
Because after COVID and all that happened, we were literally scared of how we were going to give our exams because we feel like we haven't prepared enough, or even if we prepared, we thought, was it really enough? But after joining Miss, the level of confidence, the level of our knowledge, and the level of preparedness increase more and more every day. So I think, and also the motivations all the faculty members gave us, sir gave us, it was more than we could expect. It was more than we had ever anticipated when we first joined MIST. So I'm entirely grateful for that to the MIST and everyone associated with it. Not only the teaching faculties, but all the technicians, everything who's behind screen, on screen. I'm entirely thankful to it.
Thank you. Thank you, Banali. Thank you so much for such nice words of appreciation for the entire MIST team. But actually, to be very, very honest, in front of everyone, it is your dedicated efforts, Peter. It is not easy because studying right from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock in the evening on a daily basis, making your notes, attending the lectures, appearing for every Tuesday test, and all that stuff. It's not easy, but it totally belongs to you.
Thank you, sir.
And it's all because of Miss Sir. Now that I'm confident, not for FMG, but for future competitive or entrance examination, that Miss helped me to build the concepts. Especially, I want to thank all the Miss teams, but especially I want to thank Vinit Sir because there is a concept of like if you're weak in anatomy, you can study surgery. I have that concept. So if that shall I leave surgery away? Yes, surgery is very important this time. For around 40 to 50 questions came from surgery, and surgery was my strong subject because of Vinit sir. Like Vinit sir used to teach us in very basic, simple, and the notes were very concise, not overburden us. So it was very helpful, especially for surgery and also to all other subjects also. So it was wonderful, and I can't be more thankful.
Thank you, Silvers. Thank you so much for these words. And how did you prepare yourself actually? Like you were attending the classes regularly, Kamba? How did you prepare?
For me, during the class, during the it's everyday topic, I went through it on the day itself. So it was my first time myself I on the same day. Then the most important thing in my journey is the Tuesday test one, the weekly one. So it helped me get the rhythm going on. And second one and third one was the subject-wise test. And during the subject-wise test, there are 3-4 days between some subjects. So in between those days also, I went through my weak subjects also. Like when Opta is finished, like there were 2-3 days for Petho. So Petho was finished, like I take around 2 days, and again 1 day was still left. So in that day, I go through my weak subjects. But yeah, that's how I went through it.
Great. And apart from those classes, how do you feel about the Tuesday tests?
Sir, it was nice and it boosts my confidence.
And sir, I would like to add that to all the missions who are attending class right now, even if you feel like you haven't prepared for the Tuesday test, like you haven't revised enough, you are not prepared enough to give the test, just give it. The teachers always say that it doesn't matter what marks you got, but that's also very important. You know, when I was giving tests, there were so many tests in between that I felt like I could have prepared more, but still I said like I just give the exam. Doesn't matter the marks, because one thing, whether you prepare, you have just prepared 50% or all, just give the exam. One thing you will know that the amount of 50% you have prepared, are you really prepared for it? And the rest 50% that you haven't prepared, you will know that when you give the exam, because you will be seeing the questions, then ultimately you will know the answer for that. So this is my sincere advice to everyone, like do not skip out the Tuesday weekly test, any test, mock test, subject wise test, and also the MCQs in the Telegram groups. That was also very important in boosting our confidence in MCQs. It doesn't have to be that you just see the question and you know the answer directly, but it helps you to rule out the possible options. From four options, you can rule out to three, from three to two, two to one. So I think we just keep saying like the more you practice MCQ, you feel like when you give the exam on the exam day, you feel like it's just one of those regular tests that you are giving. The level of calmness, it will come automatically. So I suggest and suggest everyone to just give the exam whether you're prepared or not.
I really appreciate what Barnali has said. One very important message that when you are giving these tests continuously, in a duration of say 3 months or 4 months, then your level of confidence increases. And when you're actually appearing for the final exam, the calmness what you're having, that is something which is really important because the patient's level, the focus, the concentration at the time of giving the exam. Wonderful, Banali. Thank you so much. That means a message for the entire Miss team is that we have to stick to our plans of how we are conducting the test and we should not deviate from that.
And one more, just a suggestion to everyone is that when you're writing your notes, the teachers will give the advice like this is an important topic. And also even when you give the MCQs, you will know like this is a repeated topic that's being asked. Just mark it out with a highlighter or marker and just write it with the important points. What I used to do is I used to mark it with a red bold color so that when I do the revision, it's something that it will always come in your mind in front of your eyes first. And definitely from ministers and every teachers, that is what used to come in the exam. So to write the notes properly, like it doesn't have to be very clear, but you should understand. Only you understand it, that's enough. So I think that's a suggestion to keep your notes properly and also to stick to a particular note. Like surgery, this, you don't need to have three, four notes or three, four areas to study. You just need one good one.
Yeah, I also feel the same that whatever source we are using, whatever it is, if we have trusted that source, trust it,
Yes, sir.
believe in it, and just stick as much as possible. I think that's a very good suggestion.
Yes, sir. One thing I would like to add is during the last 10 to 15 days, people used to lost their tempo. They were overcome by their fear, anxiety, and during the last in many institute, all will be conducting sessions in YouTube, and we used to run here and there, or WhatsApp will be filled by important. This is important. This is important. This PDF is important. Like, don't do that. You join MIST because you trust MIST. So trust what you are using. You are Mistian, so trust MIST. And the one thing that was game changing for me was the last 25 important question. That was very game changing for me. Like, it's not that that 25 question will directly came in the exam, but you 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 analyze that what type of question will came and the speed of MCQ, like, oh, this question might came, and literally there were direct repeats from that session also. I can proudly say that they were directly, I was very happy. Oh, this was discussed in that session, and I definitely take that answer with my first thought and got it correct. So that was one thing that Miss was right to do, and
Wonderful, Silvas. I think you have given me this opportunity to say a big thank you to all the respected faculties of MIST who really took out their precious time
so,
just before the exam. I think we started somewhere around 15th of November, and they identified those important topics and they tried to communicate those 25 important topics to you, rather the questions.
yes, sir.
And if they have helped you, beta, that's really great.
And also the clinical vignettes were there. That was also very
The
helpful.
clinical vignettes.
Yes, for anatomy and all other subjects. You can just see that anytime in your free time. It doesn't have to be like you just have to watch when it was uploaded. So when you are done revising it and you just want to just analyze your knowledge, I think that is a good place. And I think that for me the greatest fear when I was preparing is like, will I be able to recall this at the day of the exam? Because I've seen many seniors who said like, you have to revise 5 6 times. They just say, the thing that comes to my mind is, how is it possible? How am I able to revise it? But all those things are made easy by MIST. The thing is, first thing when you're having your class, that is also your first round. You listen, you write. I think that's a very good basis. When you're listening and you're writing, you are registering it in your eyes, in your mind. You are hearing what the teachers are saying. That's the basic thing. Second, when you're revising at the end of the day, so you've already done your second revision. Third revision, when you are giving a Tuesday exam, obviously you have to read for that. So already third revision is done by that time. And when you're giving a subject wise and again the mock test, already 5 time revision is
Wow.
done.
Wonderful.
I think that's what the seniors meant.
Yes. And how was your life in SEMI?
It was nice that it was 5 years in Simi. That 5 years in Simi was the best 5 years of my life, and I met so many different people. Like I met them, they were my colleague, and I'm proud that so many of our batches they passed in first attempt. So I was very proud. And in Manipuri, in our batch, there were 16 students pass out in first attempt, and I can proudly say that around 11 to 12 of them were missions. So it's nice.
That's really great. And how was your journey, Nirmala, there in SEMI?
It was nice journey, sir. I started on 2016 and completed my graduate on this 2021 June. And I was very confused before joining MIST. And one of my friends said, MIST is the best faculty for FMG. And I joined, and now I'm passed her.
Actually, the two of us are roommate.
Mhm.
So she first suggested, like, I heard from one of the friends, like they'll be doing coaching in MIST. So I was like, okay, is that good? So she was the one who introduced me to MIST. So and every one of us we started discussing like, shall we all together join the MIST? I'm also very grateful to have such wonderful colleagues where we can, discuss about life, about studies. Whenever we had problems, we used to discuss and solve together. We were like brothers and sisters there, like whether it comes to studies, celebrations, everything we did together. So I'm also very glad that we got to pass the exam together with the help of MIST.
Wonderful. And Kamba, what will you be missing out the most of those 5 years in SEMI?
Was the the random dinners with my friend Saturday, and all those late night talks with my friends and seeing it. But at the same time, also moving on with a new chapter in my life. With the help of Miss, I'm able to crack this exam. So I'm very happy now. And words cannot express how I'm feeling. But to put when I first graduated from CMA in June, the first fear I got was I think the passing percentage for FMGs were really low. So this was one of the most fear that every FMGs have. And the second fear was like we graduated at June, so December exam was like just 4 or 5 months left. So in those 19 subjects, how can we manage those 19 subjects in those 4 5 months? And then we have no idea how to go through this 4 5 months. So everything became so easy when I joined MIST. The constant motivation and discipline for all the faculties in the MIST, it really puts me in the right way to crack this exam.
Yeah. One thing about Miss is that Miss was very disciplined. Like they will conduct class at 9, they will finish at 7. So it gave us like a mentality, okay, I have to wake up, class is 9, or I have to wake up at 8:30 and I have to sleep late because I have to revise what is taught in the same day. So Miss was very, it was very disciplined. One thing uh, that was different from others. So I find it was great.
And my advice to my juniors in this coming is just trust Miss and just sincerely work those Tuesday days, those telegrams, MCQs every day, then those subject-wise tests, then mock tests. You just give it very sincerely, and other your motivation and all this discipline will be obviously done by the Miss faculties, and it's the best that you can get in this country. I guess
Yeah.
that.
Also want to thank all the faculties because whenever we had doubts, I would just write it at the moment and say like when will they even reply me? That was the first thing that came to my mind. Then all the teachers, they just replied immediately or just 4 5 hours within, because we all know how tight the schedule is. And one time I remember Dhawan sir, I texted him on Telegram and he sent me a audio recording of the answer that was my explanation. And I could hear he was driving or it was in the traffic, and I literally felt bad at the time. Like, am I disturbing him and all? That is the level of dedication the teachers have. No question is, stupid. I used to feel like if I ask this question, is it something that everybody knows and I don't know? Is it something that everybody is supposed to know? So I used to be a little bit skeptical when I was asking the question. But every teacher treated us like so equally, so good. It gave us the confidence to ask a question, ask our doubts. So also, if you have any doubt, whether it's a small thing or anything, just ask. It doesn't matter if it's something everybody knows, but you still need to know that to clear your concept. So I urge everyone to ask the doubt, not just keep it to yourself.
Yes,
Very good.
yes,
Very good.
yes.
So, with these words, I would just like to share a token of appreciation with our proud doctors. And from once again, from the entire Miss family, I would like to just convey our regards, respect, and congratulations,
Thank you,
not
sir.
only
Thank you,
to
sir.
these proud doctors, but to their parents as well as to their friends, because we feel that it is the support of everyone
Yes.
in this journey, beta, that everything is important. So just a small token of appreciation from our side to Dr. Scilvas.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
And I would just like to communicate my appreciation to Dr. Nirmala.
Thank you, sir.
So we are having your gifts there, right? But and Dr. Barnali.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Beta. Thank you so much. Thank you for making us proud. And we really wish you all the very, very best in all your future endeavors. May God bless you all. May God give you all the strength and courage to fight out, meet out all the challenges what are coming in your way. And just keep on making yourself proud and everyone proud.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir. Thank
sir.
you so
Thank you,
much.
sir.
All
Thank
the
you,
best
Vita.
to the miss
Thank you.
also.